Icelandic puffin has kept rolling for 5 months.
You may know me as the wild man of rock and roll, but I'm about to show you something that's even wilder than me. Welcome to the Kerrang Awards. Let's rock!
It's been a fantastic year for Kerrang, and this is exactly what it looked like.
In the last 12 months, it's as if the whole world's gone rock mad. From Cradle of Filth praising Satan on daytime TV, to David Beckham ditching his punk rock Mohican and modelling old school thrash metal t-shirts. Everywhere you look, rock, it seems, is officially back. Even George Bush and Prince William have got in on the act, throwing unconvincing metal shapes whenever the camera points their way. Of course, in Kerrang's world, rock's never been away. Metal fashion may have hit the high street, but to some of us, this rock thing's far more than just a cheap t-shirt that's in this summer. Fashion-wise, generously trousered superstars, Limp Bizkit's capture of the #1 spots on the UK singles and album charts has spearheaded the biggest yank invasion of British shores since World War II. Equally large of stride new metal upstarts, Papa Roach and Linkin Park, have led the charge, each selling over 500,000 albums in the UK. Other American success stories include Tool, Stained and Blink-182, all of whom have topped the US charts. And Marilyn Manson, Green Day and the Deftones, all of whom have enjoyed sellout arena tours in Britain. Meanwhile, chairman of the board, OPM and teenage dirtbags Wheatus have scored the biggest summer hits this side of John Prescott's militant anti-mullet crusade. Britain's young guns have also been firing on all cylinders. Feeder have finally achieved chart lift-off thanks to Buck Rogers. Ash have pulled off the greatest comeback since Lazarus with their Free All Angels album, and Muse are now set to headline arenas in the UK and throughout Europe. Amid all the highs of the last 12 months, there's been a few lows too. We've waved goodbye to the Smashing Pumpkins and Skunk Anansie, while LA Riot starters Rage Against the Machine also seem to have tumbled off their soapbox, possibly for good. More tragically, Kid Rock's half-pint-sized sidekick Joe C passed away, as well as New York punk rock legend Joey Ramone. Overall though, the last 12 months has seen enough action to cause you to rock like a rhino on a skateboard, and that alone is cause for celebration.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage your host, the editor-in-chief of Kerrang, Phil Alexander, and his glamorous assistant, Valeria!
It's almost as frightening as walking down the aisle, that was, really. Hello, and welcome to the Kerrang Awards 2001. In 1993, when we started these awards, it was just a simple bid, really, to bring a modicum of respect and acceptability to rock music in this country. It's been 8 years since then, of course, And it's really good to see some very familiar faces who've been with us throughout that whole time, rubbing shoulders with a host of new talent in this room. It's also nice to think that finally the whole wide world has come round to our way of thinking. So much so, in fact, that right now, as I speak, there's a rock band in this room with a #1 album in the UK albums chart. I'd like to doff my cap to the lads in Stained and the remarkable success of their Break the Cycle record. Fantastic. And if that wasn't enough, on Monday, Slipknot are going to battle it out with, wait for it, 5, to reach that very same top spot. And as far as Kerrang's concerned, 20 years after it was launched, well, it goes from strength to strength. But Kerrang will be absolutely nothing without all of you. It's about the bands. More importantly, it's about the fans themselves. I'd like to think that Kerrang is actually a way of life. That life is loud, and in fact, this is what we're here to celebrate. All right, that's enough waffling for now. Let's move on with the Kerrang Awards 2001. There are 12 awards up for grabs this year. 8 of those were voted for by the Kerrang readers and the users of Kerrang.com. Let's move on to the first category of the evening, which is the award for Best British Live Act. It's sponsored by those very kind people at Dreamcatcher Records. And let's take a look at the nominees. Okay, to present the award for Best British Live Act, would you please welcome some...
Hi. And the winner is Feeder.
Dear me, I'm very shocked. Didn't expect to win this. Just want to thank all our fans, everybody at the magazine. They've been great to Feeder for the last 5 or 6 years or whatever. Our manager, Matt Page, Julian, Terry Hall, everyone on that table, everyone else in the room, all our fans, thank you very much. I'm totally shocked. I didn't expect to win this. Yeah! Thank you very, very much. Cheers. Thank you.
You just won an award recognizing your live performance. So how's it feel considering you're always on the road? You spend half your life on the road.
Well, yeah, we do, but you know, at the same time, there is, you know, so many good live bands out there at the moment. I just thought, just didn't expect it, you know, to win it at this point in our career. But it's you know, really, really nice. We've had, you know, a great support for the magazine as well. So. It's kind of nice for us, also nice... excuse me, I'm sorry.
I know, John.
It's so nice for us, it's also nicer for the fans.
Who's going to put it on their mantelpiece then?
Ooh, me.
We've only got one.
Take turns.
So now we move on to the next award, which is the award for Best International Live Act, and it's sponsored by those very kind people at Helter Skelter. Let's take a look at the nominees. present the award for Best International Live Act, it's my great pleasure. 50,000 albums in a week in the States. They are America's hottest band right now, and they are the lads in Stained.
The winner is Papa Roach.
Hi guys. Oh, it's man. 4 angry fat kids from California. Rock and roll!
Well, congratulations, you just won the K Award for Best International Live Act. How does that make you feel?
Well, now that we became an 8-piece, we're an 8-piece band now. No, really, like, I'm tripping. That's pretty wild. I mean,
we're up against
it's cool.
We're up against some heavy mother man.
Oh, heavy curves on TV. Some heavyweight folks,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Like
And
just-
like, I don't know. That's weird.
That's
Yeah.
bizarre.
Okay, so we move on to the award for Best British Band, which is sponsored by those very kind people at Roadrunner Records. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Shazly has kept rolling for 19 months.
Yes, indeed. To present the award for Best British Band, would you please welcome somebody who can justifiably be called a member of the British rock royalty. He is, of course, Mr. Brian May from Queen.
Thank you. Best British Band 2001 is Muse.
Well. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, cheers. Nice one. Well, what do you say? God knows. I'm more pleased about meeting Brian May, actually, to be honest. It's like, well, cheers to, thanks. Cheers. What do you say? Thanks to Corda, Wes, Anthony, Mel, and Thomas. Dedicate this award to Mr. Paul Brannigan for seeing the truth of what we do on tour. And, okay, thank you. Have a good night. See you later. Yeah.
Congratulations, you just won the Best British Band Award. How do you feel, and especially having Queen give it to you?
We're excited. It's a big shock, yeah. I mean, we didn't expect we'd ever get to this sort of thing, you know. We started off playing pubs, you know, like 7 years ago when we were 15, and it's like a bit weird. And it's pretty mental to be here, and yeah,
I'm sure,
enjoy it while it lasts.
So how does it feel? 8 years ago you were here, and you're here again, and what has changed? Does it seem the same to you? This is the first televised Kerrang?
It seems a lot different, because Kerrang was pretty small when it started. It seems pretty
Yeah.
big now, and I think rock music is pretty big, which is great, you know. God bless everybody. Finally, we got there.
Coming up in part 2, the awards for Best Single, Best Video and Best International Newcomer.
Join the DVD revolution.
The world of Kerrang, according to Lemmy.
Kerrang is a very sneaky, underhand magazine that came out in the early 80s and stole the name from our marquee at Hammersmith, which said Kerrang Motorhead on it. Never offered me a royalty, not a penny in, you know, dues, nothing. Occasionally print a nice thing about us, but 2 months later, there's usually 3 nasty ones, so it balances out pretty fairly, I'd say, because we don't actually give a So, good luck to you boys, and I hope all your tigers are outside the house. That's all I can say.
And so we sprint nimbly along to the award for Best Single, which is sponsored by those very kind people at BT Genie. Let's take a look at the nominees.
If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do jack.
To present the award for Best Single, would you please welcome 2 veterans of this award ceremony. Every time they're in the room, I have to confess I get a little bit nervous. They are, of course, Mr. Josh Homme and, of course, Nick Oliveri from Queens of the Stone Age.
And the winner is OPM.
I want to thank Satan for bringing us all together here, our savior. And yo, this is our first award, so we got to bear with me. Christian Tattersfield, Nick Phillips, everybody East-West, Ninka, I know she's here, Leah, Mary, Julie, Amit, Val, everybody Atlantic in the States, Craig, Kevin, Karen, our manager, Pete Stahl, who introduced us to these crazy mother and Gary's ass. Oh, Christian Osoy. Yo, thank you. Kerrang.
So congratulations, you just won a Kerrang Award for the best single.
Hey.
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
Crazy.
Pretty
Does it
good,
make you
huh?
feel like a newborn?
Does it make you feel like a newborn baby?
I feel like a newborn baby.
You just won the word for Heaven is a Half Pipe. For people who don't know what that's about, what exactly is that about? What does that mean?
It's about skateboarding. The man.
Life. Man?
Yeah. It's when you break your full pipe and all you have left is half pipe. That's the truth.
Okay, we move on to the next award. This is the award for Best International Newcomer. It's sponsored by Metropolis Music, and these are the nominees. This was one of the most hotly contested awards today. I also have to tell you that the winners of this award couldn't actually be with us today, but they did send us this heartwarming message, which looks as though, to be honest with you, it was filmed on an old piece of Super 8.
Hey everybody, thanks for the award. Sorry we couldn't make it. We are in the US gearing up for our European tour. And thanks to Kerrang, you guys have been very supportive and all your readers have been great to us. You guys really got a lot of this started over there in Europe, so we're definitely appreciative of that.
We move on to the next award, which is the award for Best Video, which is sponsored by those very kind people at Mercury Records. Let's take a look at the nominees.
'Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Yeah, I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. I don't wanna look like that. I don't wanna look like that. Now you make me break out. Baby, break out.
To present the award for Best Video, would you please welcome a man who's been to the very edge, slipped down it slightly, thankfully clambered back up, and managed to sell in excess of 20 million albums in the process. It's my great pleasure to welcome Mr. Scott Weiland from the Stone Temple Pilots.
The razor wound still feels rather fresh. The winner, Best Video, is Papa Roach.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. This is my last
Hello! I would like to say thank you to the fans, most importantly, because all the rock bands here, it's like the whole reason we play rock and roll is to play live, and that video is a representation of what we love to do, is playing live. So thank you to the fans, most importantly.
Just real quick, just want to thank everyone at DreamWorks and Polydor and everyone who worked our record. It's been a wild and crazy 18 months, and we're looking forward
Hi,
to
Casey.
getting another one out.
Violet Faraday says she'll love 100 Papa Roach.
Yeah. That was like the only video we actually had fun making, so I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, it was our
very first
just
video.
rock out with the fans and stuff, you know, and it's like,
Just keeping
it's
it
just
real.
great. I don't know, it's just weird to
Keeping it
be
real.
in a room with all of our peers. Like, you know what I'm saying, Scott?
Coming in part 3, the awards for Classic Songwriter and Best Album. The world of Kerrang, according to Ozzy Osbourne.
When I think of the word Kerrang, what does it remind me of? First of all, how old I am. Secondly, more so, firstly, flossed hair of the 80s. That reminds me of Kerrang. When we all used to have that revolting flossed hair. But here's to another 20 years. Here's to another 50, 60 years, you know. God bless you, Kerrang, and everybody involved. You give me some good reviews, you give me some crap reviews, but I still love you.
And so we move on to the award, which we like to call the Award for Classic Songwriter. It's sponsored by Spitfire Records, and it obviously recognises the ability of an artist to pen a tune or two, as well as exerting an influence on those around them. To present the award for Classic Songwriter, would you please welcome a classic songwriter in his own right? His band were the Sex Pistols. He is Mr. Glenn Matlock.
How you doing, all right? Okay, we're going to find out a little bit about the recipients
of this year's Classic Songwriter Award. Here we go. Couldn't see one bit of that from here. All right, the winner of this year's Classic Songwriter Award are Green Day. Come on, lads. Big hand.
I want to thank Kerrang magazine. While other magazines are putting like perfume commercials in their Phil over here, he's putting rock bands on the pages of Kerrang.
I got a really bad hangover and I blame Papa Roach. Thanks a lot. Yeah, bye. Thank you very much.
So congratulations to Green Day for just winning the Best Classic Songwriting Award. A lot of people look up to you in the quote-unquote so-called
Violet
punk
Faraday
world. How does that
says
make you
B-Day
feel?
100
I mean,
Papa
like,
Roach
there's
mentioned.
people like Blink-182 looking up to you. I mean,
You know, we
guys
have
are
people that we
basically-
look up to also.
Like here?
It's great, you know, I would just write songs like we've always done, and I don't know, never expected anything from it, and just, you know, but we always have the next song to write, so that's the only thing that we can really look forward to, and it's cool when you get recognized for it. So.
Right. Now we move on to the award for Best Album, which is sponsored by those very kind people at Music Choice. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Point the finger, break the other, wash the temple, chop all over to bring the pieces back together, rediscover, communicate.
To present the award for Best Album, would you please welcome a man? He clearly defined metal music as we know it. I like to call him the metal god. You can call him Mr. Rob Halford.
Good evening.
Thank you very much. Just a reminder, yes, it all began with Black Sabbath, Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. The winner of the Best Album is my controversial mate, Mr. Marilyn Manson.
Still to come, the best band in the world and the Hall of Fame Awards.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Now we head out to the highway with the incredible travelling Golden Key.
Kerrang to me, it's an onomatopoeic, and it's the sound that a guitar makes when you hit it really hard and through an amp that's turned up to 11.
Cutting edge music, new metal, rock, all the top stuff.
The exclamation mark at the end suggests to me hard-hitting explosion of rock, metal styles, max distortion, volume not 10 but 11. It goes past 10 because it's rocking, it's hard, and that's what the K, and the K as well. K, how K, rock.
K.
Kerrang.
K.
Okay, so now we move on to the penultimate category. This is the category for Best Band in the World, and it's sponsored by those kind people at Snapper Records and Peaceville Records. Let's take a look at the nominees. Right, to present the award for Best Band in the World, would you please welcome somebody who's known as the siren of British superbikes. She puts the grrr, I'm told, in grandstand. She is, of course, the very lovely Miss Susie Perry.
Hello. Hello. Well, long live four-stroke bikes, and you'll read about it in the paper tomorrow, but Jordan has just set light to her hair, which is
Violet Faraday says okay uni 1 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 uni 1.
It may not have escaped your attention, of course, that this is not Slipknot. They are, of course, in Iowa, bothering a few goats, I'm told. But rather than do a film or anything like that, they felt it would be better to let their fans speak for themselves.
On behalf of Slipknot, I'd like to say thanks to the fans and everyone out there that voted for them. Just to let you guys know, I have been informed that Slipknot are currently outselling 5, 2-1 in the album charts. Thank you very much!
And so we move on to the final award of the evening. This is the big one. This is the Kerrang Hall of Fame Award, and it's sponsored by Island Records. Of course, it recognises an entire career, the creativity that goes with it, and the achievements of the winner. To tell us about the winner of this year's Hall of Fame Award, would you please welcome a friend of mine, a friend of yours, a rather chaotic individual, Mr. Casey Chaos from Amen.
All right, so we all got like our own definitions of punk rock and roll, art, music, life and death, right? And the artist we're here to honor is that and all of it put together to the fullest extent. As a child, I remember seeing pictures of this guy, very odd man with his genitals out, or sometimes perhaps covered in blood, and thinking, who does this freak think he is? invading my top 40 airwaves, man. It wasn't until years later that I realized that this guy changed my life and the history of music forever. He is the most important person rock and roll has ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the chairman of the board, Iggy Pop!
But if it means I'm rocking, it's okay, thanks.
So congratulations,
Hey,
Iggy.
thanks a lot,
You just
Toby.
won the Kerrang Hall of Fame award.
Hall of
How does
Fame.
that make you feel? I mean, what does that mean to you?
It's a pretty cool Hall of Fame, actually.
Yeah.
And it's a real music magazine. It's the only one left, really, so that's cool.
Yeah, are there
you
any
know.
modern bands right now that you particularly like?
You know, I like them all a little bit. Every single one of them, but nobody's perfect. Put it that way, you know?
So, Casey, I'm sure that Iggy's one of your heroes, right? Well, he's 54. What do you expect? Or how old are you? Are we supposed to say your age?
How old are you, Mama?
Do you expect to be, I mean, where do you expect to be?
I just when you grow up. What are you
gonna be, Casey?
Well, nobody can be Iggy Pop, but if I could ever imagine any kind of life that I would want to live, it would be obviously something, you know, nothing like his.
Other winners at the Kerrang Awards 2001 included Florida ska punk troupe Less Than Jake, who picked up the Spirit of Independence Award, sponsored by Music for Nations, and which was presented to them by British rock legends Ian Astbury and Billy Duffy from The Cult.
Well, there you go. That about wraps it up for another year, really. I'd like to thank Toby Torres, who's been interviewing the winners and presenters downstairs. We'd like to thank you all for turning up as well. And that's about it from us. I'm Phil Alexander, we are Kerrang, and we're saying good night. Good night.
It was awesome. It was cool. I loved seeing Iggy Pop. That was like...
Kerrang Awards is about rock music, and rock music is so big this year, which is great for all of us who have, you know, been on the peripheries of the rock scene forever, have loved rock music forever, and now it's getting some recognition.
I think it's refreshing that you've got this whole kind of rock thing coming back, especially in the light of the dance music thing that's been going on for 15 years and everybody thinks it's brand new, and it ain't, you know, it's boring. It's boring 15 years ago to me. So it's healthy, you know.
I'm so happy about the respect that they paid to Iggy Pop today. I was standing on my chair, just, you know, because I'm a little small, I was standing on my chair so I could do an even more standing ovation for the Igster.
I walked up to Brian May and shook his hand. I said, hi, you know, you never met me before. I'm in a band called Fear Factory, and I think you're awesome, you know.
I'm pretty well known as having been involved in rock music for a bit. Not as much as Iron Maiden, but, you know, a fair amount. And, you know, I mean, it's anything that even when rock wasn't cool, Kerrang was still kind of doing it.
Iggy Pop is a legend, and that has been the highlight of the evening without a doubt.
There's people here in this building today that if it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't be in a band. There's guys from Iron Maiden that are here. That's why I'm in a band. Look,
well, it's a remarkable magazine because years ago it put Phil Collins on a front cover. And I think ever since then, it's become more and more extreme in an effort to live that down.
Iggy Pop getting the award, I think, was the highlight. It's definitely very, very positive, very emotional moment.
We'll start over again, grow ourselves new skin, get a house in Devon, drink cider from. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna save it, yeah. So don't you try and fake it anymore, anymore. I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna save it, yeah. So don't you try and fake it anymore, anymore. He's got a brand new car. He's got a brand new car. A brand new car. A brand new car. A brand new car.